Welcome everybody to the Windy City Savage. We are back. We are live, back at it. Co-host, introduce yourself.
Guys, it is me, the Pointy Man SG3. Go ahead, co-host.
All right, let's get into it. Saturday night's main event is this week again. And guess what? We have predictions to everybody out there. Let's get it started. First match of the night. What do we have? Let's see. The first match, my prediction would be Dominic Mysterio versus Penta and Rusev has been announced today after Grande Americano and his gang came in, interrupted the match between Penta and Rusev, which led to a disqualification, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. After that, we seen Dom and, the Grande Americanos talking all one another. And then Pierce is like, do you have anything to do with it? He's like, nah, I don't know what's going on. I told them there's consequences. And now I guess, Penta and Rusev are going to go after them. They're like, no, well, they're going to go after you because now I made it a triple threat match. So it's been announced. It's going down. Who do you have?
I got Dirty Dom.
Okay.
I want to go Rusev. Like me personally, I want to go Rusev, but I'm going to go Dirty Dom.
Yeah, I'm just going to retain with Dirty Dom. I don't see him changing the title yet. I think it makes more sense for him to hold both belts right now. So, yeah, I'm going to just go with Dirty Dom on this one. We got singles match for the women's championship on SmackDown side. All right. This one's not my favorite. All right, but let's get it started. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Who do you have?
I got Tiffany.
I have Jade Cargill.
Okay.
She turned heel this Friday, coming back. She helped out Tiffany Stratton from an attack, and afterwards, out of nowhere, she turned on Tiffany Stratton. Look, everything that Jade has done has been kind of lackluster as a face. I think it's better off that she runs as a heel. She does better work as a heel when she was in AEW. So I think this was the right move. I don't see the point of her facing Tiffany Stratton once again and losing again. So I'm just going to go with Jade just because I feel like this is the right decision and the right move for her. And if they're going to make her lose once again, that means WWE is done with her. And there's no more faith in her. She's still rocking the scar, by the way, when she got cut up open. It's pretty bad, yeah. I'm gonna go with Jade. I just don't think Tiffany comes out of there with her title in hand.
I can see it. I can see Jade actually winning, coming out on top of it. She just turned heel again. Good point right there. And basically right now this is gonna make her look strong.
I think it's a right move, and honestly, that women's division needs a little bit more boost in heels. Yeah, because there's only so much you could put Nia Jax into.
Oh God.
And there's about time for a shakeup. We'll see. Hopefully it's a better match than I think it's gonna be, because I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Jade Cargill in WWE yet. So let's just see things differently now that she's a heel. More offense, more brawl type of movements, which I think runs better for her instead of these fancy moves that she's trying to do for quite a while and botch every single one of them.
I think she should just stick back to her powerhouse wrestling.
Yeah, well, her basically undefeated streak that she had in AEW type of movesets.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next one probably is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Undisputed Championship. I don't know what's going on, but I know Jacob Fatu did get a legit injury.
Yeah.
And this is why he was ruled out for this match, because it was supposed to be Drew and him competing for the number one contendership here. But since of injuries, obviously storylines have been changed and things are shaking up. So we do have Drew inserted, and as well as Drew announcing his innocence and all this, and has nothing to do with the attack on the one and only Jacob Fatu. And we did have a back and forth brawl between him and Jimmy last SmackDown, where, ended up going at it in a one-on-one match. Afterwards, of course, Cody came in to save, but only to get Claymore by Drew McIntyre. But even through all that, Drew still maintained his innocence.
I don't know if you saw that, but Cody did hit Cody did hit Drew with the belt.
Yep. So what do you think, though? You think Drew is innocent in all this?
I think Drew's innocent. You know what I think actually did it?
Who?
Randy Orton.
Could be Randy. We could see a returning Randy Orton.
What about if it was actually Cody? The super switch on everybody.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, what if it's Cody? I think it might be Cody. What if it's time for him to turn heel finally? I don't think WWE has the balls to do that, so I'm not going to say it. I wish, but in an alternate universe of the fans,
Nah.
Who do you have overall winning?
Cody.
Honestly, I want Drew to win. I think he should win.
I think so too, but you know Cody's gonna do it because it's just too sad fast, and they're gonna put Drew against Jimmy.
You know, the last Drew and Cody Rhodes match was boring.
It was.
This one probably is about the same thing. I don't see much. I think this match is going to be the most boring one out of the night, actually. So do you think we have an interference at all? Do you think Orton comes out for the night and interrupts and maybe DQs, one of the guys, and that way the title doesn't change? So let's say he goes after McIntyre, then that means McIntyre wins, but then nothing changes hands. McIntyre's mad. Cody's even mad. And then Orton just RKOs Cody Rhodes or something like that.
I could see it actually being Jimmy.
Jimmy?
You continue with that feud. Actually build Jimmy versus Drew more.
Maybe so. Yeah. I don't know.
Or Cody just does what he's been doing, which is winning clean and then just walking into
clean and boring, like always. Not excited for this match. I'm excited more of the outcome if there's any interference from either side of the party. So we're just gonna go with Cody Rhodes on this one, just because I don't see any point Drew winning that title off of him, and I just feel like he's too conservative with Cody Rhodes right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why. I think we're all kind of just past the point of Cody's redemption arc and all that. All right, let's get into the main event. CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship singles match 1-on-1 for the first time, I'm guessing, because I don't think they ever faced off. No, they haven't.
There's always been a triple threat.
Yep, so first time ever. Storyline wise, tonight I saw a little bit glimpse, little promo back and forth. Really, with just CM Punk. It wasn't really much of Jay besides yeet.
Show you what I can do. Yeet. 4 letters, 1 word.
Hey, Oos, that's my line. 4 letters, 1 word. Punk. Honestly, all right, so let's talk about some things about Jay. Not a lot of people are on his side when it comes to him being in the main event. I think he got one of the most dislikes on his video.
3.
Yeah, 84,000 dislikes. Quite a bit of a high number there. Yeah, you could have LA Knight. You could have had, hell, even Jimmy Uso, maybe.
Drew McIntyre.
But I'm saying in the Battle Royal, you could have had AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not AJ Styles, because he just barely won the tag team championship. But I mean, you could have had LA Knight.
But that'll be like the first time ever AJ versus CM Punk. That way, Punk's going to go home with the title, but you're going to get a good match. And it'll be the last time they'll ever face each other, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Predictions. Who do you have winning? Any inside predictions of the match itself? Does someone turn heel? Does Jay finally turn heel here? Does Punk turn heel? Does interference cost somebody a match? Does jealousy cost somebody a match?
I was gonna say Jimmy does the same thing he did with Roman to Jay.
So you think there's an interference here?
Yep.
So you think this leads to Jay losing?
So yeah, I mean, I've been reading it online. Speculation is across the board that Jay's supposed to lose this one, either win this one, and then it's supposed to set up a feud with Jimmy to re-establish like their botch WrestleMania match. That's what I've been reading. Man. I don't believe it, but I go more CM Punk wins, and this kind of just starts with like Jay versus Jimmy down the road.
CM Punk wins this just because I don't think Jay's was much of a draw with the championship, even though he did sell a lot of merch. And his title reign right now makes more sense since Seth is out.
Yeah.
But so put it this way. The aftermath effect. Who does CM Punk feud with afterwards for that title? I think the whole War Games thing is out of the question. Yeah. I don't think there's really a men's War Games besides the MFTs, and the Y6. That's it.
It was supposed to be NXT versus WWE, but I think that got changed last minute.
I think that's the night before.
Okay.
That's on their own PLE.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen. But I'm saying, like, I don't think there's another men's wars game because we were predicting two.
Yeah.
I think it's just the MFTs, the YS6, and then everything else, got shit on. So now we're gonna probably have CM Punk feud with somebody. So my thing is this: if CM Punk wins as a face, who's his next opponent? Is it Braun? Is it?
I would say too soon for Braun.
Okay, what about the other Braun? Sin Reed.
The OTT.
Yep, the tribal thief. What if Roman Reigns comes back? What if we get a one-on-one match?
Punk I was thinking Reigns? Maybe that one. I was thinking maybe that one.
Or what if we get another rematch, Jay and Punk? Oh, God. That's a possibility. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now let's go to the other side and say, what if Jay wins as a heel? There's a lot of possibilities there. Of course, Jimmy, a rematch with Punk, LA Knight.
Yeah. Heck, I can see CM Punk versus LA Knight.
Yeah. There's a lot of options here. What makes the most business sense? So
CM Punk versus LA Knight. Jade versus LA doesn't make sense. The only thing Jay's gonna make sense right now is Jimmy.
What if he faces Roman? The tribal chief, and because everything's just moving in an odd direction. Nothing's making sense anymore. Everything's just going in shatters. The storylines are just really, really fucked up right now. It's just everything's horrible in WWE. I get it. The whole set thing blew everybody off, but that's the issue. You depended too much on one storyline. Mm-hmm. It shattered everything around it. It's like that's what happens when you just create bad storylines. Yeah, you can't really plan anything else afterwards. All right, let's just go with CM Punk on this one. So it's unanimous, everything except for Tiffany and Jade. That is the deal breaker for us. So we'll find out this Saturday. Anybody in the chat wants to make a prediction of their own, feel free to comment. Otherwise, we're moving on to ESPN. And some claim that ESPN is losing tons and tons of millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Yep, and their exclusive deal with WWE and their PLEs. Look, my partner here thought it was a good idea. My partner here thought that this was going to make WWE millions. My partner here is putting it on the spotlight. That's all I got.
About that, but okay.
You're like, this is a great deal.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was the most fantastic deal in the whole world.
Then what happened? You explain. Give me the analytics right now.
Well, basically, WWE did what WWE does best. Screw it over.
I'll tell you what happened. And like what we talked about. This is the issue for nowadays. Nowadays, everything is priced too high. You're going from $9.99. You went to Peacock, and give or take on the deal, you could have got it for $6.
14 to 6.
Yeah, $6 to $14. You want some ads? Go ahead. But either way, PLEs were going to be ads. But regardless, from 6 to 14, you had your options. All right. Okay. You go from that. Things were okay. It was never going to be the network. We got that. We did get some content. Never was going to be the network. Great. You announced this bullshit deal. All right. You told us it was going to start.
First one with Netflix.
Well, yeah, the Netflix thing. And look, we understood that. That was a Raw exclusive thing. We knew that they were shopping around. We kind of forgave that one because we understood. Yeah, look, it was going to move. This is era streaming. That made sense. All right. We weren't as happy, but we weren't as mad as we are now. So put it this way. You announced ESPN. All right. You set it off for next year. Cool. All right. We're going to plan it out. Nah, we want to be greedy. We want to charge you fuckers now $30 a month.
That's the Palooza.
For one of the shittiest PLEs, you're charging $30 when we went from 6 to 14, whatever plan you had, to $30 a month for a C quality PLE that was supposed to be your new WrestleMania, since at the time they didn't want to say it, but they were going to move next year to Saudi, not next Vegas, but the year after that one.
Mm-hmm.
So they were trying to plan WrestlePalooza to be the next Mania for the States, obviously.
That
Yet,
hard.
Yes, yet it was a shit show. C minus, C plus, whatever you want to give it. It was in top tier for $30 a month. I don't think there's many people right now subscribing to ESPN for WWE. I could understand for everything else. I can understand for the MLB playoffs, NBA, NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I love wrestling. We're not on the big leagues like that. All right. I wish we were. I really do, but we're not on that level. It was a bad idea from the start. And if they really are losing money, I'm not surprised at all. I think this was coming. I did mention that I don't think there was going to be too many people willing to pay $29.99 just for PLEs. Nothing else was exclusive. We didn't get any content. We didn't get any Monday Night Wars. We didn't get exclusive shorts, shows, backstage content. I mean, that I'm aware of. Don't you have ESPN Plus?
I have ESPN, yeah.
Do they have any of that stuff that you know of?
Nope. Oh, you know what? I'll even check right now. Go ahead, say something. Keep going.
So the point is that I'm aware of, you have nothing else besides PLE. We don't know if you're ever going to add more stuff to it. So if you are losing money, it's because you're only showing PLEs. You're making these customers pay $29.99 just for shitty PLEs. I mean, I want to say they're shitty, but they're C minus.
You have SmackDown highlights.
Okay, that's really not much. You could get SmackDown highlights from YouTube.
You have some news about it.
Okay, so you could get that on any site.
And that's just some other really random stories, but nothing like content-wise, no.
So did they expect that a bunch of WWE fans were going to jump on the bandwagon and pay $29.99? When like I said, I really didn't see that was the possibility. Not only that, but you have Stephanie McMahon promoting Nordic VPN or whatever of hers with her code, basically saying, hey guys, you guys should just stream the rest of the stuff from the UK and watch our shit instead. Overall, your thoughts?
So right now I'm looking, actually, they have Crown Jewel, WrestlePalooza, John Cena. They have this Pat McAfee show, Stephanie's Places.
I think you get that on YouTube too.
Yeah.
All those.
That's really it.
So you get everything you get on YouTube. Yeah, you want to pay $29.99 just for PLEs?
Pretty much.
So we went from the network that had
everything. God, I miss the network.
You could have just put it on playback, like on the background, it'll just keep going and giving you random shit. Everything was great. It's cool. Shows, and it would just always play.
Shows, I'll never forget about that. The animated shows, how they talked about the stories, and when they're on the road, all that stuff, man. You had exclusive interviews, you had everything, and it's like nowadays, like, all right, cool. I mean, honestly, it's if ESPN doesn't add more stuff or WWE doesn't add more stuff, fuck it, TKO. If TKO doesn't add more stuff, and just expect them to WWE fans to just willingly pay what they're paying, they're not gonna do anything for it.
So all right, so put it this way. Do you think that eventually, all right, so I'm gonna put it this way. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. If this is true, I don't know if this is true, but there's a lot of reports on this. So if this is true, all right, a couple of years back, I remember this like yesterday, when the network launched, I was the first, I was first on it. I thought this was great. For $9.99, you got basically PLEs or pay-per-views, what we called it back then, a bunch of content, Monday Night Wars, everything you could think of. It was there.
Got reruns of Raw, reruns of SmackDown right away the next day.
So I thought it was a good deal. So here's the issue. Not everybody got onto the bandwagon. Some people thought it was dumb. So I remember hearing reports that it was a slow start. And I think it was only a few 100,000. And I think WWE had the prediction that it was going to get millions off the bat. Did not happen right away. It did take quite a while to hit 1 million. I think it took a year when they predicted it was going to happen the first 2 months. Didn't work that way. Took a year. Do you see the same concept holding on now in this era?
Was just checking out the World Series.
Oh yeah, was that today?
Yeah, that's today.
So who won?
I think right now still game 3 and they're tied. I think right now they're in extras.
They're aren't they playing today?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're playing right now still.
Yeah. So who's winning? That's what I'm saying.
It's tied. Last time I checked, it was tied.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really watch too much MLB, but it's the World Series, so
Shohei Ohtani, let's go Dodgers.
it's the same thing with NBA. I don't watch too much NBA, but when it comes to the playoff, I'll take a peek here and there. Football is more of my thing, and wrestling, obviously. I mean, this is why we have the show. Good to know.
Based on my sweater, y'all could tell I'm a sad Bears fan.
But see, people are more subscribing for other content, other sports content. I don't see them getting that WWE fan base jumping on real quick.
I'm gonna tell you again, as long as ESPN doesn't add any more WWE content, they're not gonna get anything. They're gonna lose a lot of money. Yes, you're gonna get your MLBs. Yes, you're gonna. You know what? You'll even get bowling. Fuck it, you get bowling. You get NBA. You get football. You get everything. You get the shows. You get all that stuff. But if you're just gonna stay with what you're doing, you're not gonna get anything. And they just lost a ton of money because they lost UFC to Paramount Plus.
Yeah. So my question is this. Do you see, I don't know what type of deal that they have, if they have a lock contract or if they have one of those like, all right, let's see the numbers. And then from there we could go on and give you a better contract type of thing. So if that's the case, do you see Disney, still messing with them, even if the numbers are low in about a year? Let's say nothing goes up. And let's say it's a slow, steady increase, very slow.
If they don't hit 1 million within a year, I see them leaving. I see ESPN kicking them out.
All right, so that's
I really do see ESPN kicking them out. If they do not increase, I could see ESPN kicking them out because it's like, well, you guys promised us UFC numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You guys promised us UFC buys.
Yeah,
not even close.
Not even close. Yep. So my thing is this: if they don't hit those numbers and they get kicked out of ESPN, let's just say that. Where do they go? Do you think they go back to Peacock? Because I think they kind of burned their bridge there a bit. I think if they go back to Peacock, because like, all right, you want to come back with us? Guess what? That contract that we had before PLEs, we're not doing that. We're gonna give you this much instead. A lower number. You either take it or you go shop around somewhere else, see wherever else wants to take you at this point. Could be Paramount. But they're not going to give him a big ESPN contract.
They're not going to make a UFC contract.
Nah. We another comment.
Yeah, ESPN is bigger than WWE. WWE got to understand that they are not immune to criticism.
Oh yeah. I mean, with the reporting and all that for the PLEs,
even with the super biased ESPN reporter. Listen, if I was WWE, if you do get kicked out of ESPN, talk to TKO and tell them, look, dude, how about this? Stop fucking bouncing around and bouncing, and just bring everything into the network. We'll bring it back because they still have the app. Because yes, it's in the UK and everywhere across the pond. But if you still do the app here, so many more people will still jump. Hell, even if it jumps up to $15 a freaking month, it still will sell a lot. And especially if you bring back all the content, screw it. You still keep Netflix on. You still keep Raw on Netflix. Bring back SmackDown to this at least every day instead of making us wait a month to get everything in the one bundle for Peacock. But if you keep doing that, it's like, how much more money is WWE not going to generate that way?
This comes from the man who was all for ESPN.
I still have ESPN. I'm still proud of it, dude. I still got ESPN. I'm proud of that.
The man who wanted this to go good.
Imagine cutting WWE in a year. The biggest downfall would be WWE having to go from ESPN to some other platform. I think that alone will push WWE better. I'm telling you, I think WWE goes back to their platform, to their own platform.
Look, to go to your comment to the first one that he read, we'll read the last one. I was always a WWE Network guy. I mean, we all were. I was there day one because I saw for $9.99 you got a shitload of content.
$9.99.
God, those were the days.
$5 pizza.
Yep. Back in the day. God, it's old, very old. Think about that now. When did that come out? 2013. I know it was WrestleMania 30. I think that was the first month they did it.
First started, yeah.
So that was what, 13?
Heck, and don't forget you couldn't even get the freaking first pay-per-view for free.
Yeah, it was free. So it was like
2014. Yeah, 2014.
WrestleMania 30 was 2014. There we go. Because I remember that. I remember that's when I first used it just to watch Mania. Because I'm like, either I'll pay
50, 60
bucks $9.99. Go for the $9.99. It was a no-brainer back then. Okay, so let's speak about this. Why did shit?
Why did they shut it down? They didn't shut it down. The WWE Network is still up. Believe it or not, it is still up.
Well,
But it's only across the pond in the UK and all those other spots over there.
no,
across the
actually,
pond.
those things are not active anymore.
Really?
They're up the site, but there's nothing in there. It's just the site. I know what you're talking about. I checked it out not too long ago. The site is up, but there's no content anymore.
So why pay for the site?
I don't know. You got to talk about WWE for that one. They probably have a big contract locked down for the site, but there is no content on it, actually.
Last time I checked, as long as you're the owner of the worldwide, as long as you're owner of that website, it's month to month.
Nah, they don't have anything. Yeah, because they said that there's no content anymore. That's why everybody bounced to Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because there's all the content for the UK is on Netflix, so that's their network now. But look, the thing is this: there's also rumors, and we'll find out this Saturday, that Saturday night's main event already has a low attendance rate, that they're not selling tickets either. So I think they got about 5,000 tickets, which sounds about pretty low for WWE numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good AEW. That's a good fucking TNA fucking PLE.
Yeah.
But for WWE, that's super low. So,
and by the way, Movie Maker, to answer your question, they shut it down because they went to Peacock.
Well,
that's literally why they did it.
When they went to Peacock, they still had it around, but then they started going to every other. They shut it down when TKO took over, basically.
Before TKO took over.
No,
but I'm saying like here in the US, when it went to Peacock, and it was already shut down here.
No, they were still had content. They were just taking things little by little out. Yeah, they still had content, but they shut it down completely when TKO took over. Some for Cena's final match.
Saturday's main event sold out for Cena's final match.
That one, of course, is going to sell well. But the one that's happening this weekend, the one before that, that's supposedly not selling well at all. So, I mean, those Cena tickets, I'm sure it's ridiculous. I know it's like $5,000 for fucking, I don't know what kind of seats, but the one this Saturday is not selling well. I think it's up to 5,000 tickets sold. And that's the thing. You're starting to see some SmackDown shows that some seats are more open.
These are all the attendance that's still available, and none of them is third-party tickets.
Yeah, still a lot. Still a lot.
These are resale tickets. Sorry, these are resale tickets. Never mind. Or anything else but resale tickets right now.
Because we got Jey Uso wrestling for the world title again. Yeah, obviously.
Pretty much, man. It's a bust the first time. Why continue it?
But that's the thing. It's like you have no storylines right now going on. Look, we have, okay, I get it. Fatu got injured. So we still have Cody and Drew once again, even though they had a shit show of a match last PLE. And then we have Jay Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, which doesn't really make sense anymore. They just keep repeating the same stuff. There's nothing good going on here. Yeah. Did you see the sign on Raw? We want LA Knight,
not Jey Uso.
I mean, yeah, I saw the sign, but that's the thing. Did WWE see the sign? I highly doubt it.
Does WWE care about the sign?
Nah, they probably was going to confiscate it, if anything. They confiscate signs. I wouldn't be surprised they tried to confiscate that guy's sign at some point during the show. Look, things are bad. I feel like WWE's starting to hit that wall that we talked about a few weeks ago. We're at the point. We're at with the wall starting to break. Little by little, you're starting to see cracks in the foundation. And this is the start of the downfall of the wrestling bubble. Unfortunately, they're the ones that crack it. They're the ones that brought it. I want to say AEW helped it bring it up. WWE elevated it. And then they also brought it back down. They're starting to. Unless they don't shape up, eventually fans are not going to pay these ridiculous amount of money to go to these shows, to pay for ESPN plus whatever you call it. You're starting to see this. You really are, even for merchandise. I'm sure people are starting to not even buy their shit. Shirts are like $50-$60. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not buying their stuff. LA Knight came out, took the sign, and held it up to the camera.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that actually. Yeah.
Jade Cargill needed to turn heel. She did. And she will.
And she did turn heel, and that was great actually. I saw that. I thought, look, you got a badass scar.
Run with it.
Yeah, go with it. She runs better material as a heel in AEW. It's about time WWE did the switch. Look, As a baby face, she did all those fancy moves. I don't know why. She bounced a lot of them because she's not made for those type of moves. She's very stiff. So look, as a badass heel, brawler type, powerhouse. Let's go. Easy.
I mean, you could have done the same thing with her as a face, brawler, powerhouse, but it's like they try to make her way too much.
But even then, powerhouses is face, they never really appealed. I mean, think about it. The Big Show, Braun, they appealed for a bit, but they were never fan favorites, really. Yeah, it's always been like, heels type. Maybe she'll wrestle better because she don't need
to be flashy for the crowd. I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. She'll probably, if anything, she'll appeal more to the crowd. I think now we're probably going to see more fans of Jade Cargill as a heel. Because as a heel in AEW, she did some of the best work. I thought she was great in AEW. When she went to WWE, it's just like...
It's because right away they turned into a face the moment she came in.
Remember that match where she was in that tag team?
Hey!
And then she jumped on the ropes and bounced. And then she got beat up by, what's her name? Shayna.
Yeah.
She got legit hit because Shayna got mad at her. Oh, that was funny.
The only kind of heel that didn't work was John Cena because when he turned heel, he was super slow.
Yeah, honestly, it was just bad. Cena's heel run, we don't want to speak about it.
I think if he would have been the leader of the division at this point, or at the beginning of the heel run, it would have made a lot of sense, and he would have actually gone forward. Not having Paul Heyman as a microphone piece, but it would have made more sense.
Cena?
For something, because again, he moved too slow. So you have him like be a heel with a faction.
I think it would have been not the Vision, but it could have been something else, like his own version of something.
Yeah.
The Vision is more for the young guys, so it's set a little younger, a little bit, not too much. But if he had to start his own, faction, I felt like there were, but the whole Rock and what's his name, the rapper Travis Scott, not really being there.
Can you imagine if when Cena turned heel, they began the Vision at that point? Imagine where we could have been today. Cena, Rollins, Bronson, Rock, Paul.
But that's the thing, though. The Vision was always supposed to be the young group. I get what you guys are saying. I'm not disagreeing, but the Vision is literally the vision of young people coming up.
So at this point, you have Paul, you have Bronson, Braun, and yet you keep Cena, Rollins. Eventually, you drop Cena, keep Rollins, drop Rollins eventually, and Rock's still somewhere around there, still not in the...
He said Rock.
That's what I'm saying. You keep Rock.
I don't think The Rock would have fit in. I just don't. I'm sorry. Look, originally, had The Rock stuck around, it would have made more sense. Cena, Rock, and Travis Scott. Look, despite how we don't like him, if Travis Scott actually dedicated himself to wrestling, because the rumors were that he wasn't putting effort, he didn't want to be there. He was just kind of like, I just wanted my big moment and leave. So a lot of things failed. Yeah, a lot of things failed. I think it would have been fine with The Rock, Travis, and Cena. When Cena needed the extra guy, Travis comes out. When Cena needed the big guns, The Rock comes out with his muscles. Not only his muscles, but the people around him. Obviously, things didn't work out. Things were supposed to go differently. I don't know what happened. One day we'll get the actual truth, but not right now.
By the way, that would have been the biggest faction since the Nexus.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, that's the thing, though. Sometimes some factions don't need to be broken, like the Nexus, the Shield, the NWO. Not a big DX fan. Like I am a big DX fan. I'm more of the original DX. Although I did like Xbox and Road Dogg in them, but I just felt like they were always been like the copy of the NWO.
Or a huge copy of the NWO.
So, but regardless, some factions don't need to break. Like when Division was supposed to be compared to the Evolution, I'm like, no, just separate them, man. We don't need to compare. They're their own people. They're their own.
But everyone's always got to compare, though. That's the thing.
I don't. Everybody's their own.
But I'm saying, like in WWE, everyone's got to compare.
Because that's the thing. If you had to compare, that means it's kind of like there's no storyline there. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
If you don't have to compare, you're your own thing. Because look, at first we used to compare the Shield to the NWO until we realized the Shields are badass. The Shield are a different breed. That's the magic of being your own character. What else we got?
I think Bruce Pritchard is the reason why certain stars don't get pushed. He has the final say in booking.
Is he still in booking?
I thought he was.
I thought he was kind of starting to get pushed out the door. I'm not saying he doesn't have power. I don't know if he has that much authority. Maybe he does. Yeah, maybe you're right there, movie maker. Not only that, but they need to get some new writers.
Not in the writers.
Yeah, because all this shit is bad. I mean, or new AI if they're using that stuff. Last week's report is true. I mean, things are going south. Look, speaking of south, let's talk about this. All right. We got some reports of numbers coming through this week. Guess what numbers for NXT we have to actually coming in? NXT and the CW numbers came in. Average viewings for last week's NXT 525.
Dang.
That's very low compared to the 700s that we're putting out there. All right. Guess what? NXT is not alone. Next day, AEW 465. These two shows, one was at 700, the other one was 600. They both dropped 100. Jesus Christ. These things are getting really bad here.
Nah, there's more than 100. One was 7, one was 6, then 154.
Well, you know what I'm saying, you know. Yeah, that's still a lot though. Look, I think it was for AEW. There was an MLB game. That's when the Dodgers beat the Red Sox.
If it was last week,
yeah,
it was the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays last week.
It was on Friday.
Didn't that start Friday?
It started on Friday.
Yeah, but we're talking about Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Then it was an NBA game.
Well, it says here it was Dodgers and Red Sox. The what made the difference? I don't know. Yeah, that's what it said. Anyways, regardless. Things are looking bad. Do you think that they're going to bounce back this week?
I hope so. Well, hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. I want to see one thing here. I don't think they're going to bounce back. They have a game Tuesday and Wednesday. They're not going to bounce back.
So everybody's going to be watching.
The Blue Jays and Dodgers, especially because right now it's the top of the 12. Both of them are 5-5.
So they have a game tomorrow and Wednesday?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, there goes wrestling again.
Nah, not for me. I'm gonna watch both shows. I'm sorry, guys.
Saying, like ratings wise, yeah, it's gonna be down.
Yeah, I'm just a freak show. I'm gonna watch NXT and AEW. When you guys don't want to, I'll be here. So look, things are going bad for them right now. Do they bounce back? Maybe so. But this is concerning no matter what. You know, things are not looking good overall everywhere and every platform, even in AEW and NXT. SmackDown has their low ratings, so let's just
what was SmackDown's number last week?
I think it was 1 million still. It's still hitting low numbers. Things are not looking good for either side. Even Netflix, Raw's ratings are not as great as it used to be either. But then again, first year on Netflix, NFL's back.
It's always been the competition.
Yeah, so let's give the benefit of doubt for everybody here right now.
The best writer they're going to have is that AI machine. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if they get a good one, though. All right, so look, let's talk about some other stuff. To the cross the pound, to TK himself, Tony Khan. All right, a couple of things he said about Britt Jericho. I'm going to read you Britt, and my co-host's going to read you Jericho's making. This is what TK had to say about Britt Baker. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And what a great star in AEW Dr. Britt Baker has been. And she's still fantastic. Fantastic wrestling star. She's been away from AEW for a while, but still very much with us. And at some point, hopefully soon, I'd love to see Dr. Britt Baker come back. All righty. So let's get into that first, and then we'll go into Jericho's. All right. Overall, what do you think of that comment? And given to the status that we know about Britt Baker over the last couple of years, because it's been quite a while, then we see her on TV. What do you think?
I think she's still going to be under contract. So I'm thinking about right now, she's still going to be under contract. He's probably saying like you have to fulfill your obligation, because if you don't, you can't leave.
Well, they asked about her returning. What I'm saying, like this was a whole.
I know, I get it, but it's like that's like okay. Imagine. Now he has something different with her than what he had with Punk. At this point, it's like you have to fulfill your obligation. Look at how long it took him for him to let go of Rey Fenix.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. there's a difference though. The thing is, what I'm saying is like, does she come back on TV or does she just not show up and then get released? That's what they're asking. Like,
Again, like I said, I think that was Tony Khan's way of saying, like, you know what, either you show up or you're still in a contract. You still have to stick by and
well,
fulfill your obligations.
It's not that showing up. Is that she wants to show up. Is that Tony Khan's not booking her? Yeah, that was the whole issue. Was that Britt Baker came out and said several times, "Is I'm in the bench." Imagine having one of your best players on the bench and not wanting them to play.
Because you have 12 title Monet on the side, man. Why you gotta worry about when the backup from the number one is still just getting title after title?
Well, not only that, but there were so many controversies when Britt was there. The issue with Monet, the issue with MJF and her girlfriend or fiance now.
The issue with
Adam Cole supposedly.
Yeah.
But even though they said nothing was bad between them, there's a lot of bad things with Britt Baker. But I will say this. I think she's still AEW's best wrestling women's star.
Yeah.
I think she should return for the pop.
Just be an amazing pop.
Ride out her contract in that way, even to have her. So here's the one thing. So I can understand Tony Khan's point of view here for not putting Britt Baker on TV because he did try that. He tried that, brought her back, had her feud with Monet. There was some backstage drama. How Britt Baker seemed a little bit more upset that she's getting the title run and all this stuff right off the bat, and she's been here for years. All right, we get that. That I agree with her in a way. All right,
I agree with her too.
But you got to understand, you're paying Monet all this money. Of course, you're going to have a title run at the same time. My point is this as well, is that next thing you know, she has other storylines, and one of the storylines was Serena.
Okay.
All right. The issue was when she was coming out, Britt went out of character and grabbed the mic and said, "Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your stupid promo." Went off the record. That wasn't supposed to happen. People were upset. She took it on upon herself to do business for herself. That's when she got benched and got suspended, and then got her issues with MJS's girlfriend. I don't know what happened there. And then all this other stuff came out. So for Tony Khan's side of things, I could understand why he's a little bit more scared to bring her back. She's in great shape. We've seen pictures of her. She's lean as fuck. She's toned, so she's in great wrestling shape. I think there's the liability is that she's going to do something crazy on TV. And then AEW doesn't want that shit show feeling to them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little tricky unless they talk to Britt Baker herself and she's like, you know what? I'm here to be a,
team player,
and let's just do this and fill out my obligation, and maybe we'll sign again, maybe we won't. We'll see. Maybe we'll see her back, but I don't think so. I really think that Tony's just going to bench her for the rest of the time being and then release her, and then I don't know if she'll even go to WWE because look, WWE will sign her, yes, but there's so many wrestlers right now. I don't think she'll actually make it through there.
She won't. She'll get filtered out like Jordan Grace.
Well, actually, Jordan Grace is doing pretty good work. I think the issue with her is that no one's going to deal with her attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she really does have an attitude, and what it seems like she does, she's going to get chewed out in WWE quickly.
Really fast and really quick by Stephanie.
Yeah, so let's go into Jericho's comments when they were asked about his return to the Wrestling Square Circle. All right.
Jericho said he's been busy. Well, excuse me, not Jericho. TK said he's been busy. He's been doing a lot of things. Speaking of somebody who's been really busy with projects, including filming and music, and somebody who have a ton of respect for Chris Jericho, somebody we love to see anytime in AEW.
All righty. So we already know the rumors. People are saying that he's going to move to WWE pretty soon. All right. Speculations are running wild. So one of the biggest rumor spark was that he booked his cruise ship, right?
Uh-huh.
People noticed, wait a minute, on this cruise ship, there's no AEW stars booked. So that kind of ran speculation even more wild. How come there's no AEW stars? Because usually he has a bunch of AEW stars on his cruise ships. So now people are thinking that he's out of his contract, contract's coming to an expiration. There's no talk of renewal. Tony Khan kind of gave your political
Correct answer.
yeah, like, hey, you know what? We're not going to really answer this, but we're not going to say we don't miss him. If he wants to come back, the door's open.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so things are kind of interesting. Look, me personally, as a Jericho fan in AEW, I wanted to finish off one more storyline, and that is with the what's it called? The fuck, what am I forgetting? The tree, the what do you call
Learning
it?
tree.
The learning tree. I don't know what I was gonna call it, the circle tree. The learning tree. I wanted to finish off the storyline of the learning tree because there were things unfinished. All right, he just left. It looked like he was supposed to come back. The family tree, yes, doesn't matter. Circle tree, the family tree.
The learning tree. All the
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah, the 1 minute tree. Look, finish off that storyline, put over Keith, put over Big Bill, and just kind of say goodbye to the fans. Give that good feel moment because honestly, he's their main event guy. He's their main star. He's the one that kicked
He
off
was the
really
first
AEW. Yep, he's the one that kicked off the momentum. It'll be great for him to come back and just do one more run. And then if he's gonna go to WWE, hey, best luck to you. Or I don't know, maybe he signs off. Maybe we're all wrong in the end. He just comes back for a bigger paycheck.
Oh, he did say he's going to stay with AEW commentary, so who knows?
I mean, think about it though. He's a man that's always busy with his tours and stuff.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, maybe he's not ready to really call it quits in general for wrestling, and he'll stick around AEW for a bit, and maybe we won't see him till like next year.
Maybe.
WWE, who knows? Rumors were also that Jericho was supposed to be Cena's last opponent. It's always some new fucking opponent every weekend. Batista.
Next week they're going to have a mop.
Well, it was Edge. Gunther's more of a possibility.
I'm telling you, next week they're going to have a
Jericho.
mop.
It's gonna be next week's gonna be B Square, his partner, his rapping partner when he first came in.
Yep.
Bull Bushman, I think that's what the right to
Bull
censor
Buchanan.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Guy's fucking hilarious. Look,
Snitsky, because it wasn't his fault.
Kane.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Who was another big opponent of Cena back then? Carlito. That actually would have been nice to have, like at a Raw, if he was still around, man. Fuck. WWE really dropped the ball on that
Stupid
one.
TKO.
And he could have got stabbed again.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been fun.
All you hear Vince McMahon music hits and he cuts a promo. John Cena, I created now I'm going to destroy you.
You got to stay in his voice. John Cena. I'm doing it wrong.
So,
I created you, and now I'm going to destroy you. This is such good shit. You're fired. God, I do a better Vince, but damn, not tonight. Damn. You know, a couple of years back, there was always the rumors that what's his name? Cena and McMahon were supposed to face off at a Mania.
God.
This was like one of those, dirt sheet rumors, I think, or Reddit rumors back then.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like Vince's final match.
Well, we all believe Reddit like no tomorrow.
Yeah, we all believe that crap. I mean, he did fight Hogan. That was one of his biggest creations. That was a good match too.
That was a funny match.
Yeah. Then he did fight Brett, and that was a horrible match.
Then he also fought Shawn Michaels, which is the one-sided lopsided butchering.
Yeah.
And we were there.
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, I mean, it's not coming back anytime soon, Vince. Also, we did get I think it starts this week, or it started already. We are getting Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling episodes back on. We used to be on the what's it called on the network, so we're getting them on YouTube now.
Yeah.
So it's about time. I actually used to like that show, so I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm gonna watch some of the reruns.
Vince versus Austin, Vince versus Hogan, Vince versus Cena. Seems like it should have happened. I think it should have happened after WrestleMania 22.
Yeah.
That's just me though personally. It should have happened somewhere during that time. Probably one of the big four. Survivor Series, one of those big four matches.
I mean, Vince versus Taker happened, and that's when Vince actually won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Vince even faced Bret Hart.
One of the worst matches in WrestleMania history. I'm sorry.
At least Bret was still safe with the sharpshooter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, Sometimes some things are just better left to be imagined, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because it looks good on paper,
Doesn't mean it's gonna be good at all.
nah. And then not only that, but interesting fact. There was no way that match was ever going to be good because that's what Bret Hart said himself. The reason why is that he still had that Lloyd's of London contract on him, and on that contract, if he gets attacked, if he wrestles, he voids the contract. So that's why he had all offense in there.
Okay.
Because there was no way that he was supposed to get attacked. There was no way this match was ever going to be good. I don't think they really thought that through. None of them. Nah. So that's why we got that shit show of a match, unfortunately. So maybe it could, in a different world, it could have been better if it wasn't for the Lloyd London contract going on at the time. But yeah, dude. Anything else interesting facts that you learned this week?
I thought you found him a couple times.
Who?
Vince fought Flair.
Did he? Maybe.
I thought he did a couple times.
You know, he won him for the ownership of WWE again.
Yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, I think if anything, I think Flair
got him a couple times. I think Vince got him a couple times.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
The last one was obviously Vince. Didn't Vince fight Flair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about right now.
I mean, Brett did fight Vince backstage, real life.
True. He really did.
Yeah, he kicked his ass. Gave him a black eye. Who else did fucking Vince fight? God?
Yeah. With Shawn Michaels. Shane and Vince versus God and Shawn.
That was funny. So fucking stupid. God, that's some funny shit, honestly. Kiss My Ass Club. Got all this stuff that he's done and got away with.
So cringy. But I mean, when you're just like your own company, you can do whatever you want, man.
Well, not only that, but he had a big ass ego, obviously.
Of course.
That person we saw on TV was literally him.
Vince called out God, and look who's laughing now.
Yeah. I mean, in the end of the day, someone got the last laugh there.
And we know who it was.
Yeah, I seen you seen the recent pictures of Vince. He looks a lot different. He looks like a fucking so he looks like he's rocking like this skunk hairstyle where the line here and then the hair he looks a lot different, man. It's too much plastic.
At least he got rid of the porn stash. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's just too much plastic, dude. He got crazy with the Botox. It just looks completely different.
He tried to always uphold an image, but I was like, dude, you were too old to do what you were doing.
I didn't think him naturally aging looked bad, but I feel like it got to him.
It did.
Yeah. So
because he kept trying to do like a persona, like a 40-something-year-old billionaire, like that never aged, basically. So he kept trying to live that persona. But it's like, dude, Father Time is gonna show you no mercy. Father Time doesn't care how much millions upon billions of dollars you got. He's gonna get you.
Unless you're fucking Jimmy Hart.
Literally, man, that man has not aged since 1973.
I think he's the same age as Vince. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's the same age as Vince because I think he was older than Hogan when he hit that pass.
Damn. Crazy.
Yeah, that guy's fucking. I don't know what he drinks, but I want whatever fountain of youth he's drinking.
Whatever fountain of youth you have, Jimmy, give us a call.
Hulk Hogan.
60s.
But that was a lot of guys. And Anderson.
Arn Anderson as well.
He looked like he was in his 40s and his 20s. Oh my God. Hey, actually, I was watching a clip the other day, right? Of Taker versus Flair.
Oh God, the Arn Anderson.
Dude, that spine buster looks so badass, man. To this day, I still think Anderson
got the best spine buster.
Got the best spine buster in the business. Nobody else can compete. I mean,
no, nobody.
Still one of the most dude, Impact. Yeah, very underrated when it comes to the spine buster.
JR knew how to sell it. And you could tell, dude, after he did the spine buster, he was like, yeah, let's go. Like, oh, God, that felt good to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you watched it as a kid, you're like, yeah, whatever. But watching it as an adult, you're like, that could have been over it. Like, literally. You thought it was over. Then even I already knew the outcome, and I thought, damn, this is over? Yeah, until recently, Steve Austin didn't look like he had a... Oh, yeah, he did. I saw a recent picture of him.
A lot of filters on that camera for Broken Skull sessions, I can tell you that.
Yeah, they use a lot of filters,
so
angles.
The
angles could help too. I mean, look at this. I mean, the guy has to be close to his 60s by now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna age, and he drinks a lot of alcohol. Maybe he doesn't now.
So much. Yeah, no, he still does.
Yeah.
He still does. He hasn't stopped.
Makeup. Yeah,
makeup and filters.
just like your boy Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
That he does wear makeup. I think he does actually. I think that's. I'm not like trying to troll. I think he actually does wear some makeup, supposedly. Not like a lot, but you know.
I could see it though after the Roman match. I could see the makeup actually.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Taker wear makeup,
Eyeliner.
eyeliner, but he wears a ton of makeup because, like,
Yeah.
think about it. He looks every time he comes in, he looks like in his 50s, and then out of it, he looks like in his 70s. Yeah, like he's about to die. Yeah.
That's why Cody's skin looks smooth on camera.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Taker,
That's Cody Rhodes.
do you hear anything about the whole Taker podcast recently? The criticism that they have with Michelle McCool now taking over the podcast, basically.
God.
And people are saying we're tired of hearing her. She doesn't let Taker talk. She just talks too much about herself. She wasn't great. Didn't have much of a, a what's it called? A effect on the legacy of the Divas era. She wasn't even one of the best.
No.
This is all the fans say, by the way, not me. I might have my own opinions, but that's for another day. But
Just sounds like fucking Nikki Bella.
but they have the most dislikes on the videos now, and there was a point where Taker had to defend his wife and said, "Look, I like my show. I like her. Things are great." The fact that you had to go out your way to say this, it's kind of like it does affect you at this point. Dashing Cody Rhodes. People are
going all in saying she is not a trailblazer, all because they don't like her on the podcast. I mean, it's true though. She's not.
But that's what Taker said. That's the quote. I think it was. Yeah. That's crazy though. That Taker has to get out of his way. That you could tell that's affecting both of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did do that friend bogus though. They got him off the podcast. That was Taker and his podcast, and I think he had a stake in it. But when WWE took over, and Taker's like, basically what he said was this: they had one show, and Taker was like, "Hey, buddy, guess what? Tomorrow, Michelle McCool's taking over. WWE bought it, and sorry, buddy, but you're out." It's like simple
all
as
these
that.
fans don't like something, and then they go super personal with the insults. Fans got to try. I mean, it's the truth. I've been saying it for years. There's a difference in between.
So you think that all these comments on the podcast will simmer down eventually?
Nah.
No, I don't know, man.
Dude, people nowadays just like they feel like gotta be keyboard warriors and just like call you out for everything and say whatever. And it's like, dude, chill out, man. Like it's not necessary for you to bring up so much stuff that isn't relevant to the conversation or to anything.
I would usually agree with you. The issue is I'm one of those keyboard warriors. When I'm off, I start going into people's podcasts, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I did comment, I put a dislike, and I did say Michelle McCool gotta go. I prefer Mickey James. I'm just kidding. Nah, I don't do that stuff. But yeah, no, I get you though. Nah, yeah, there's people that just dedicate their life going into
You just said it. I mean, if people said all those nasty things about Hogan's death, then there's no hope that they will chill out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like I said before. Look, when someone dies, if you have nothing good to say, just don't say it. Hold your opinions to yourself. There's family. Look, even I get it. The guy was a racist. I'm not gonna lie to you. The guy didn't put too many people over, but he did have friends. He did do some good stuff. There's still people that vouch for him. There's a lot of people that still vouch for him, believe it or not, that he's done good with. Look, when you're on top, you're going to do some crummy things. I know Cena has done some crummy things. Mm-hmm. Maybe not to an extent of Hulk Hogan, but he has. But in the end of the day, it's just like once you pass away, everything's gone, man. It's just...
My thing is this. Differentiate the person from the art.
Well, that's hard to do sometimes.
No. You can do it. Dude, because if it wasn't for Hogan, what he did, we wouldn't be talking about wrestling right now. If Hogan hadn't put himself out the way he did, we wouldn't have a conversation about this right now. Old professional wrestling be without the impact of Hulk Hogan.
I'm not disagreeing with that statement at all. I'm actually always been a big supporter of Hulk Hogan when it came to wrestling business and its impact. I may not like the Hogan so much as the 80s wrestler. Was more big fans of the
90s and the
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Yeah. And then his return to WWE. But the impact was there. And that's something I could never disagree with. Mount Rushmore, not mine, but like overall, if we had to grade it based on
He has to
value,
be there.
yeah, he has to be there. It's just one of the tops. But when it comes to separating the art from the artist, it is controversial to say that, because then you think about other wrestlers, unfortunately, that have been in worse positions than Hogan. We could already name Benoit. We could name Jimmy Snuka. There's like a bunch of and we could just keep going on. We'll probably get into too much depth with this, but there's just so many that you'll say that. And yes, if it wasn't for them, this, that, or that, the issue is, it's just it gets very controversial, It's
So the
just,
Benoit thing, I'll still say what Paul Heyman said. In the ring, top 5.
yeah.
That's the art. Whatever happened in that square circle. Who's the new wrestler coming up to WWE? No, I don't know about that one.
That's the guy from NXT. What's his name?
Ricky Saints?
No. The guy in the tag team, the high flyer, the guy with dreads. He faced Sami Zayn.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get a title shot pretty soon in NXT. Eventually, he's gonna get himself pushed the way up.
Okay.
Did Paul Heyman did not say top 5, did he?
Yeah, he did, dude. He literally said there is an interview where he was like, my boy, and then he said, F you. Performers, top 5. Top 5 are in-ring performers. However, though, outside, one person, 2 people did not have to die that night, and one had the say to do it. That's Paul Heyman's exact words. But he said, honestly, in-ring performer, one of the greatest of all time. In-ring performer.
Yeah.
That's the art.
But he didn't say the art. He just said, he never said the art. He just said basically.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like in-ring performer is the art. Whatever you do in the ring, the matches you have, that's the art that we're going to remember.
But that's the thing sometimes, that it's hard, because even that's controversial, because where do you draw the line? We could go into depth. That's what I'm saying. It's always going to be a controversial art and artist separation. Mm-hmm. I used to say that often, but then thinking about it, it's very controversial, because then when you think about it, it's like we're glorifying one thing, even though he took, and it's just not him. There was other wrestlers that did worse stuff, obviously. But we're not gonna go into detail. That's like for another show, for another day, maybe.
That's a long show.
Yeah, and it's more than just him. There was other wrestlers too. We could go. I know there was a couple I had on the list. Okay, so since we're in Halloween season, actually, let's do something fun here. Let's tone it up a bit. All right, and I'm just gonna go off base. Maybe not. All right, put it this way. Actually, let's keep it wrestling, and let's keep it horror icons. All right, my man. Who do you have here? On one side, we have the big red monster, Kane, versus on the other side. What do we got? Let's see.
I got one.
Mike Myers.
Michael Myers.
Mike Myers. The guy from Austin Powers.
I was about to say, Cat in the Hat and Austin Powers. Okay. Okay. Who am I? Okay.
Who do you got, though? Mike Myers.
You keep going for Mike, okay?
I like Mike Myers. I think about it, Mr. Wayne's World himself.
Take 97 Kane all day. Yeah.
You think he'll beat Michael Myers?
Yeah, dude.
One-on-one? I don't know.
97 McCain, dude, was an animal. You know what, dude? I got one for you. The Fiend versus Jason.
See, I like that, but what if we put The Fiend versus Freddy? What if we put...
Nah, you always like a powerhouse. If you want to go Freddy, you would go like a Boogeyman.
Boogeyman? I don't know.
Boogeyman, kind of, because it's like one is going to scare you with the worms and popping out and scaring you in person. The other one is going to scare you in your dreams.
I think Boogeyman would be good against the Candyman.
Okay, I can see that one too.
Yeah.
I guess I like the Fiend.
I like the Fiend. So put it this way. Another one. What if we put Pinhead versus The Undertaker?
Which Taker?
Let's put the Ministry of Darkness, because I think that was the most fucking evil version, the scary version, honestly, as a kid.
I found that one just cringy, but I'll go Pinhead probably.
You found the Ministry of Darkness even with the theme song?
The theme song was badass. The video was badass. Just some of the stuff that it did.
Putting people on the cross was cringy?
No. That one was. It's just like certain things, like when he touched the Godwin's guy's lips, and was like, yeah. I was like, okay.
But I mean, like all of a sudden, it just goes like when he's around. I don't know. All right. Okay, so Taker, and you got Pinhead.
Yeah, I've noticed the movie makers going for all the WWE guys.
I mean, obviously he's a fan.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna go. All right, let's go with another one. All right, Chucky versus Hornswoggle.
Chucky. Just Chucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chucky, man. I don't think Hornswoggle puts too much of a fight there.
Movie makers gonna go against us. Hornswoggle. All right, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, Hornswoggle with the shillelagh.
I was gonna say what the fuck.
Hey, wait. Hornswoggle versus Leprechaun.
That has to be fun.
That would have been better, yeah. No.
You see the first thing you said.
Chucky versus his nemesis that never been, they could have a match, but they never went any further. Chucky versus Rick Steiner. Remember the promo they had in WCW? Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm about to give it to Chucky because you saw Rick cracking even on a promo, even on a pre-recorded
promo.
Yeah. He was cracking already, man. I'm gonna go with my boy Chucky, man.
I'm gonna go Chucky.
Yeah, Rick Steiner is Braun Breaker's daddy, obviously. That's actually a good one. What else we got? Another horror icon. Let's see. Oh, what's his name? Art the Clown. What's his name? The Terrifier dude.
Okay.
Art the Clown versus Doink the Clown.
Terrifier.
All right, what if Art versus, let's see who we got. What else we got here? Art versus Goldberg.
Depending on kind of Goldberg, I still probably go. Yeah, I'll go Goldberg at that point. In the early 90s, I'll go Goldberg.
Brock versus Jason.
Beast incarnate Brock or first arrived Brock?
Doesn't matter. Fucking Brock's a beast.
That's why. But I mean, there's a difference of the beast.
What if the streak breaker Brock?
Brock. Brock all day.
I don't know, man. Jason, the motherfucker never dies.
Brock will find a way to fucking kill him. Dude, there's one I was gonna tell you. The Wyatt family versus the Texas Chainsaw family.
Actually, pretty good. Damn, man. I'm sorry, but I like the Texas Chainsaw family, so I'm gonna go with them. Even though they do get their ass kicked most of their movies, I'm gonna still go with them. What do we got?
I'll take Bork Laser.
Bork Laser?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is Bork Laser? Is that one another character we missed here? Bork Laser. Oh, that's a good one though. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who do you have?
Wyatt.
Nah, man, come on, man. Give me a better one. How about this? How about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family versus the Broken Hardys at their own side of the fence at the at the broken home with Senor Shelton Senor Benjamin. I was gonna call it Shelton Benjamin. I'm gonna go with the Hardys.
Yeah, I'll say Hardys too.
Because I like Matt Hardy. I feel like he's gonna make something funny out of it. Yeah, damn, that's a good one.
Chainsaw One, you come to the broken.
Oh, how about Leatherface versus Terry Funk when he was Chainsaw Charlie? That was a good one.
Fucking Charlie.
That guy was fucking hilarious.
God rest his soul, but Chainsaw fucking Charlie.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good one, actually. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to go with Chainsaw Charlie because that guy was just hilarious.
Chainsaw fucking Charlie.
How about Mankind versus Michael Myers?
Michael
Myers, but I think Mankind still puts up a fight.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
I'll find a way to get the Sacco in.
The mandible claw. Who else do we have? Another horror icon we're missing here. We got the Leprechaun. We did get Chucky, obviously.
Screw it, just for the hell of it.
Art the Clown.
Pennywise versus Doink.
Pennywise versus Doink. There we go. I was gonna say that right now. Damn, I like my boy Doink though. Oh, but what if it's heel Doink? Heel Doink was some really good character. I'm gonna go with Doink, man. I'm gonna go with my boy Doink. I like Pennywise though, but what about you?
I'll go Doink. Evil Doink, yes.
Evil Doink was some
Face
shit,
Doink,
though.
Pennywise.
All right, what do we got? What else do we got? What if we put Hulk Hogan against an horror icon? Who do we got here? Freddy Cougar?
Yeah, why not? Screw it.
Hogan versus Freddy Cougar. The Mega Powers collide.
Freddy.
I got Freddy. What if you put Freddy versus Taker in a dream match?
Taker.
But this is Freddy's.
It may be Freddy, but Taker's gonna find a way around it.
I don't know. That'd be a good one, though.
It would be a good one, but I still go Taker. I will still go Taker.
What if you put... What do we got? Freddy versus...
Oh, Dark Knight Joker versus Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Okay, we're going... Oh, yeah. All right, let's go with this one. I like Joaquin Joker. I thought he was a better Joker in my eyes. I do like Heath Ledger's Joker.
God rest his soul.
But I think Joaquin's Joker was pretty good in my eyes. I felt like he got more of the emotional.
He got way more emotional. That's
hard, man. I mean, look, in a real fight, I'm going to go with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pull from a boy Joaquin. What else we got here?
He just going to go Heath. I'm going to go Heath.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess if we're going that way, what about Batman versus Freddy?
Batman.
Oh, yeah, no shit, Batman.
Depending. If it's the Robert Pattinson Batman because he's still young.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy.
Freddy. If it's the older Batman, which is like Christian Bale, Batman.
I'm not a big Christian Bale fan. I'm more of a Michael Keaton guy, so I'm going to go with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Batman versus the Hurricane. Oh, that was a good one. I'm got my boy Hurricane.
Yep. I'm going to go Hurricane.
Imagine, dude, Batman and Robin versus Hurricane and Rosie.
Good God.
I'm going to go with the Hurricane and Rosie, man.
Good God almighty.
What about The Rock versus... Damn, who do we got Rock fighting? What if we face him with Pinhead? Pinhead is kind of OP if you think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the final boss.
I'm going to go final boss.
Imagine he gets that belt on Pinhead. Look at your pins now.
Look at your pins now.
Look at your boy.
Get in here, cameraman. Look at your pins now.
That would be some good promo, man. Promo. God, man. Anything with The Rock. Dude, this is things that The Rock could actually go into next. Horror films.
That'd be funny, though.
What else these guys say?
Look at your pins now, boy. Get in here, cameraman.
Look at your pins now. He hits him with the bell. Yeah. Fuck, what else we have? There's other stuff. The Y6. Besides the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family, what other family there was that?
There wasn't really a lot, dude. There wasn't a lot of families like that. There was only just that one.
That's some good brainstorming here. We just went throughout the whole fucking list of horror films.
I mean, if you want to do the family, you could do all the Scream killers. You could.
But that's what the one we missed.
Ghostface, all of them versus fucking.
Hey, what about this? Ghostface versus Heath Slater.
Oh, God, Ghostface all day.
What about James Ellsworth?
Even with Mrs. Loomis, I still will go Ghostface. I don't give a damn about your kids.
Hey, what about Dr. Loomis from Halloween versus Paul Bearer? Oh, that would be a good one. Imagine that, actually. Imagine Michael Myers with Dr. Loomis versus Taker or versus Kane
with Paul Bearer.
Yeah, either one. That'd be some good shit right there.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Hell, the promo battles between both of them. Paul Bearer and Dr. Loomis.
Yeah. God rest his soul, man.
Michael Myers is back.
But so is my Undertaker.
Damn, man. Honestly, that'd be a good promo battle between both of them. MFTs with the face paint. Yeah, that could work too. Oh, yeah, the Bloodline versus the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family.
Or you know what you could even do? Coco Beware and Papa Shango.
Okay.
Versus who was that? Have you ever seen the movie Weapons?
Yeah.
One of them dudes. One of them people.
Yeah.
And oh damn it, who the I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Damn it, but I had a good one. I was going there, but I forgot. I'll remember next week, unfortunately. It's already past Halloween, but screw it. I'll remember for next week.
Day of the Dead afterwards.
That's fine. It works for me.
Yeah. So speaking of Halloween movies, what's your favorite horror films? I guess if you got to pick.
Speaking of which, have you seen Welcome to Derry?
Was that new?
Yeah, it's basically the prequel to It.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it with my girl yesterday, man. It was oh god. It was good, but it's very graphic. Conjuring.
Conjuring's a good one. I like the first one though. Everything else kind of started. The second one was okay. The third one was
I don't like the third one. The Devil Made Me Do. I did not like that one.
That's
at
the
all.
one. Yeah, I didn't like that one. The second one was still pretty good.
First and second one were badass. Fourth one was good.
Yeah, they made a fourth one. I didn't watch that one yet, but
fourth one was good. It kind of tried to go back to the roots, but no, the third one was absolutely terrible. I did not like it at all. I could see why they tried to do it. I could see like why it was brought up, but no, I just did not like it at all.
I heard Weapons is supposed to be pretty good.
Weapons is a really badass movie, man. I watched it. It's really freaking awesome. I liked it because it had you watch it and you let me know what you think. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I'm gonna have to look into that. You seen any horror documentaries? I mean, like John Wayne Gacy type of thing. That was another one we could have mentioned. John Wayne Gacy versus that, but no, we're not gonna get into that. No, well, I mean, I've seen John Wayne Gacy. I've seen Ed Gein. I know there's a new documentary with Ed Gein, I think, recently on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff with them. I've seen
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That one, and then the this is how he was portrayed back then. Good looking, went around America and killed women. Got electrocuted in the chair. What's his name? Pretty boy.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. There we go. I seen his documentary. That guy is fucking crazy.
So this is not a horror documentary, but this is like my girl's daughter actually showed her, Mika, as I've called her on the show multiple times. She showed me this one group of like paranormal just chasers, whatever you want to call them, man. I don't care what you want to call them. It's your own terminology, whatever you want to use. But they went to the Conjuring house and they have to stay there for 7 nights. And dude, on that first night, like nothing scary happens, but it's like you just start seeing things. Like if you're not a believer, it makes you a believer, or it makes you just question so much more. It's a really good series. It's called Sam and Colby. Check them out, man. Honestly, check out that series. It's a pretty good one. It's called The Conjuring. They just did the 4th house yesterday. Just dropped yesterday, so it's a pretty good little series.
Yeah, I'm not a believer in like superstitions, but I'm always interested.
If you watch that will make you start questioning us so much more, man.
I mean, I would just be like, yeah, good production.
I'm telling you, watch it because they really debunk so much, and it's like either you can keep being skeptical or so much more.
I mean, it's like the Annabelle doll, and you know they're superstitious of it. I don't know. I'm not a superstitious guy. I think there's always a theory for everything. It's funny because I'm more of a science-based guy. Like, there's always some explanation for everything. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Shit gives me nightmares.
Shit gives me nightmares. I mean, yeah, believe in it. The more you believe in it, to my point is, the more you're into it, the more it's gonna get to you. And if you're into that, that's not a bad thing. I mean, if you like being scared, I want to get scared. The things that scare me the most would be aliens, I guess, things from outer space, because that's more of a possibility of things happening.
Like demons for me, man. I can't want to meet like demons, aka spiders. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our phobia. So
I have arachnophobia, terrible arachnophobia. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Go back into movies, I guess. Scream series were always funny. They weren't really scary. They were more funny, but they're always good to watch.
With the part 7.
Yeah, Halloween obviously was always going to be a classic.
Except for Halloween Kills. Except for Halloween Ends. It was terrible.
I like Halloween Kills. I was going to say.
Halloween Kills is good. I'm sorry, I meant Halloween Ends.
Well, it was going to end sometime.
I know, but not the way it did.
I mean,
not the way it did. They should have done so much better with that. I was so disappointed.
But that's the thing. It's like you keep reviving. You're never going to have a good ending.
No. I get the fact that it had to end.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone hasn't watched it, please skip this part, what I'm about to say. Please skip it. About 15, 25 seconds, maybe. We'll see. I did not like the fact that Michael Myers really wasn't a part of the movie. It was the new guy. That's why I did not like the movie. I like the ending, and I agree with you. Yes, the ending had to come. I just did not like the good chunk.
I agree with you. The movie, I didn't like the how they based it around the new guy. Yeah, I agree with you. I guess the issue, what I'm saying is like more like, that we had high hopes from the first one. Second one was pretty good.
It continued it, man.
But
and then the third one just
well, that's the thing. It's too much of a good thing. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
That was the issue. Is this has always been the series. It's always up, 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 down. It no matter what point of it.
The third and final movie, Halloween Ends, was so bad. The fact that it's actually making people want to watch Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
But that was actually a pretty good movie. See, here's the thing. Besides it not being a Michael Myers, if you looked into the movie without that point of view, it was good. It was actually a good cult classic. But if you look at it as a Michael Myers film, obviously you're going to be so disappointed. But it was supposed to be a standalone. I thought it was a great film. Like back then, you're like, what the fuck is this? Looking back at it, you're like, damn, that's actually a pretty good film. Cheesy, but good. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a classic. The Hills Have Eyes, fucking sick movie. I'm not gonna watch that movie again.
Hostel
was that was a sick one. Human Centipede.
I haven't seen that one.
Nah, that was a fucking. That's a gross. These are gross movies more than scary movies. What's it called? Pinhead. Their movies are always pretty good. What else is another good movie? I mean, you want to go with your classics: Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman. Obviously, those films I've seen. Any other recommendations?
I'll tell you right now, if you want to watch something you haven't watched before, watch Weapons. Really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Derry. Don't eat anything before you watch it. Honestly, really don't eat anything before you watch it. First 15 minutes, you may want to throw up.
Terrifier these days. That's the new culture icon of technically this generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all have never seen or never heard of it, it's been out for now 12, 13, 14, 15 years now. Sinister, according to science, is actually the scariest movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah, they actually did, because they put people like on the heart rate monitor. They said people when watching that movie, it was literally I was gonna say the Dodgers on the bottom of the 14th right now. That's another scary thing. Defending on the bottom of the 14th of the World Series. It's freaking awesome. I love it. I'm actually watching this on my phone a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, there's some good movies out there. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of classics. Friday the 13th, obviously, is another one.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare, that was a good one.
Oh, they're actually rebooting the series. I mean, not series. They're doing a show of Jason, actually. Camp Crystal Lake. They got the rights now. They actually finally got the rights all in order. So now they're gonna do Camp Crystal Lake's like series. I think I don't know what's it gonna be based on, but I think it's coming out next year, sometime next year. I'm actually interested to see that because we have not gotten any new content out of Friday the 13th in a long time.
That's because
the legal battles.
Jason X also just destroyed the series itself.
Well, it was a legal battle between the creator and the company that was producing them, because one owned the name and the other one owned the surroundings to it.
Okay.
You can't do one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of interesting. They finally got all that disputed, obviously, in court. Any traditions for Halloween before we cut it off that you do?
Well, we just did it yesterday. We went trick-or-treating with my girl and her family. We dressed up as sumo wrestlers. It was actually a lot of fun. It was funny.
Oh, you don't do that regularly?
No, not regular.
I thought the other week I saw you in your underwears and you're like, trying to do, what's his name? Rakishi and
Yokozuna. There's that one. We were supposed to go to a haunted house. We didn't this year, but we're going to go to Six Flags. We're supposed to go to Six Flags this Thursday and then also Sunday. Right about now, though, with my girl really like following the Mexican roots, she's right now going through the Day of the Dead because they started today with like any animals that have passed. She put up their pictures for the ofrenda, and we're going to continue during the week.
Okay, nice. Who backs it up better, Rakishi or Yokozuna? I'm gonna go with Rakishi.
Rakishi backs it up 100%. What about you, brother? Any traditions or anything like that?
Eat candy, watch scary films. That's about it. I usually do a corn maze, but we'll see this year. I do corn mazes because I think that's fun for fall. I mean, otherwise, I always just like watch scary films, obviously, and watch wrestling. So this is going to be this Friday night SmackDown Halloween special. I'm going to watch that for sure.
There you go.
We already saw NXT have their Halloween Havoc actually this weekend, so that was kind of nice to see as well.
Definitely.
Honestly, I just usually watch wrestling for their themes of Halloween. Halloween Havoc's my favorite though.
It was.
Even when
It still is.
NXT does it, WCW does it too back in the day.
Yep.
SME, yeah, this Saturday we did our
Saturday,
predictions in the earlier during the show. You just missed it, I guess, Movie Maker. But we think CM Punk's gonna retain it. I think that's the one he probably cares about the most. Yeah, I mean, honestly, are you looking forward for Saturday night's main event?
Yeah, because I want to see what's gonna happen. Like if Jay's gonna go full heel, if not yet, it's gonna be like more of a tease. CM Punk, what does he do? I want to see if LA Knight's gonna insert himself into the picture now. Feel like they should have had a hell of a selling to me. Yes, 100%.
You know, you brought up a good point since it doesn't land so often in Halloween, and when it does, it's rare. Why not? Like that would basically boost up ratings like crazy. You know, you ever played? I don't know if you played SG3, but Movie Maker, you ever played SmackDown versus Raw series, and when they had GM mode, and we're trying to beat, the other competition, you could do a specialty match. I've always ended off with Hell in a Cell or Steel Cage. I mean, this is one of those weeks where you want to boost ratings. Advertise it now.
Yep.
Yeah, get it going. Halloween special. Oh yeah, man. Those were the days, man.
Just good ones.
God, man, take me back to those days and everything cheap.
Naturally.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Look, this has been great, wonderful. Another great night. Those are going trick or treating. Those are celebrating Halloween. Be safe out there. Kids, watch your surroundings. It's Halloween night. You never know what's out there.
Literally.
Yeah, scary ghosts, scary boogeymans,
scary stuff,
scary fiends, scary takers, scary canes, scary Doink the Clown.
If y'all haven't seen Black Phone, also go watch it. Yeah. Very good movie. Both 1 and 2.
Yeah.
All right. Got nothing else.
Alrighty then. See you guys later. Peace.
And also, once again, like, subscribe, comment, and please don't forget to put that notification bell for when we go live. You will get that notification. Have a good night and great fight. I meant to say great fight, but whatever.